Hey, what is good, YouTube? Peace and power, family. Welcome back to another banger, man. I hope that you guys are good. I hope that you guys are well. Before I get into the video, if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do that because this video is honestly going to be a banger. So let me just stand in the shade because I've been walking in about 27-degree heat for 20 minutes now. And this entire time as I was walking, I was just reflecting on this paradigm shift that happened, the journey that I've just been on. I had the opportunity to spend some time with my girlfriend for a month in Germany, and I've been back for a couple of days now, but one thing I can say is that my mindset truly changed, man, and everything just made so much sense. So last year I worked my ass off, in my business. I made some money and I took all that money and I decided that it was time to go and visit my girlfriend who lives in Germany. And I had the most amazing experience ever, you know. And I can truly and honestly say that I think my paradigm has shifted. And me coming from the hood, coming from Cape Town, I wouldn't say that I'm less fortunate, but I've been fortunate enough to experience a lot of things in life. But one thing I've realized is that if you don't take yourself out of your comfort zone, out of your environment, you are never really going to grow. If you don't help yourself to become uncomfortable and basically put your back against the wall in unfamiliar territory, you are never going to be the best person that you can be. And I don't know who needs to hear this message or where this message is going to go. It's not about views at this point, it's about reflection, and it's about me finally understanding what On The Way is about and what this journey is about for me, and why I started this page, and why I have this whole movement and this brand called On The Way. And that means to move forward, to not be stuck in your situation, to not be stuck where you come from. And one thing I realized is, before this video even starts, I'll post some of the clips about the vacation that I had with my girlfriend. But what I realized is that you can create your own reality, and no one really tells us that. No one really takes the time to teach us how. And that happens through paradigm shifting. Guys, I've been smoking weed like on and off for like a couple of years, and this trip literally made me stop. Why? Not because I was trying to be a better person or because there wasn't weed in my environment, but because of what it opened my mind and my eyes to. I realized that I was always just escaping. And it was a point of reflection to where I realized that you can't escape all your life. The only way to truly grow is to face yourself and sit with who you are and be honest about what you want out of this life. I finally understand that life is a battleground. This place is like a wilderness. Your mind is a wilderness, and the only way to create a garden in a wilderness is by killing the weeds. And I realized I was able to get to these points of opportunity. I was able to always just have these breakthroughs. It's because I had more energy. And we're in a world where everything is based on attention right now, and if you don't have any energy, you can't really play the game. It's like when you're playing Grand Theft Auto and your player's being attacked and the health is low, you know that you need to get your health up. Otherwise, it just slows the character down. And that is what I don't want all of us to keep on going through. Why do we keep on getting our health down? Why do we keep on leaking our energy just to stay at the same place year after year after year after year? And I realized something. So many people have the biggest houses, the biggest cars, all of these things, but they don't travel. They stay in this place of comfort. And I wanted to tell you that if you want to change your mindset, change your paradigm, you need to get out of your environment. Whatever environment it is that you live in, you need to give yourself a year, save up, and just go somewhere for a month. Not even a month, just 2 weeks. Put yourself in unfamiliar territory so that your mind itself can expand and just become limitless. I was surrounded by people who basically have their own businesses. And no, they didn't get there by chance. They got there through hard work, through having a vision. You know, a lot of us don't have a vision these days, so we don't know what we're working towards. But I promise you, if you can show up, hold your energy, and just maintain this image that you have in your mind's eye, you will succeed. Now, I'm not one to talk because I'm right back at the bottom. I'm right back restarting, literally. And that is what On the Way is about. Me showing you how you can overcome everything around you by tapping into what's in your mind. Because reality is in your mind. I've always known that I'm going to be this millionaire. I've always known that I'm going to have money. I've always known that I'm going to be the best me, and not for my own good, to help people. And that's my purpose, is to help people understand that you can be your best self by being you, by following your journey, by sticking truthful to yourself and your path. A lot of the times our journeys get clouded because of what the next person's saying. But honestly, you can do it your way. And me coming back home just made me realize, because of the difference in the quality of life that I was living there compared to here, I just realized that there's nothing to be afraid of, man. You need to think much bigger than what you are thinking right now. But what slows us down is discipline. We're not disciplined enough. No one's disciplined enough, and we don't have enough structures. Because that's the rule of the 47. You know, that's the rule of the 4. Have a pillar in your life. Have pillars in your life. Have structure in your life. Everyone tells us that being disciplined is this bullshit thing, and oh, it's not going to make life better. But being disciplined becomes fun if you can show up time after time again doing that which is hard. Life actually becomes easy. Life rewards you for being disciplined. And that's what I realized, man, is that if we apply structure, effort, and the discipline in our lives, structure to where we want to be, to what we need to do. For example, what does the structure look like? Actually looking at what your spendings look like. What are you spending money on? Are you teaching yourself financial literacy? Are you teaching yourself certain things? Are you restricting yourself from certain things? For example, the weed. Why did I feel the need to escape all this time when I could just be with myself in reality? Read a book, go for a walk. It releases the exact same dopamines. But what they don't tell you is that it gives you this false sense of comfort. You think that you chilled and relaxed, but in reality you're not. The same with alcohol. All of these substances just slow down your progression. But when you truly start to sit with yourself, when you truly start to think of, what is it that I want? Where am I actually going? That is when the magic happens. That is when you have to understand that you have the power to change your life, guys. And I'm going to take you guys with me on this journey of changing my life, because we just completed a 9-year cycle. We're just finishing or closing a 9-year cycle. And we are about to go into a 1-year as soon as March drops and Aries month starts. We're going into a 1-year, which means that we will literally be able to build a brand new foundation. But if we don't focus for this year, if we don't lock in for this year, what is the next 9 years going to look like? That's why if you're paying attention right now, you'll see a lot of people dying because the cycle is being closed. You'll see a lot of people quitting their jobs because they can't take it anymore. You'll see a lot of people just making or taking leaps of transformation, because it's so easy right now to change, to stop these bad habits, to stop going through the same process, doing the same thing year after year after year. Guys, like I never believed in love, but one thing I realized about love is that it's self-reflection. Because I've always been on this stay celibate. You don't need to stay celibate all your life. When you get to a certain part or certain part of your journey, you are allowed to release your energy, but make sure that you release your energy to someone who's going to give back to you, who's going to pour back into you. You understand what I'm saying? Until then, guys, I'm back on, man. I'm 10 days or 12 days deep on SR right now, and we're about to restart this journey. We're about to start from scratch. And we're not starting from scratch because we're starting with wisdom. Look at how clear my skin is. We're starting the game, restarting the game more equipped, with more knowledge, with more understanding. And that is what I want to urge you guys, man, to do, is to go and sit with yourself and actually ask yourself what you want out of this game called life. Because in order to create a garden, you need to kill the weeds. You need to start planting or adding pesticides to take out that which is trying to destroy you. And all I'm saying is just pay attention. Every single thing around you is a fight for attention and energy. But when you harness your energy, when you come into contact with who you are, you will get to see the light at the end of a tunnel, man. And I know that this video is all over, but I hope that you were following and kind of understand like what I'm trying to let you know. And that is basically that anything and everything is possible. Like I was able to quantum jump just because I stayed celibate for 290 days, just because I loaded my energy for almost a full year, and all these opportunities, all the desires that I've kept inside, or my dreams that I kept inside, started to appear. It started to manifest because I had the potential stored up inside me. Don't let the world drain you. Every single thing around you is a leakage of energy. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to do better, start owning your time bit by bit, because on this planet, in this realm, time is our God. And if you can take your time back and learn to control it by being intentional with what you do and when you do it, you are definitely going to start winning in life. Because life rewards discipline and structure. And it's a 1 year. Which means that if we can create discipline and structure right now, we can have more life, more blessings. And what does that look like? What does it look like if you just lock in for 1 year or 2 years? What are the rewards? What are the benefits? That's all I wanted to say today, man. Is take a leap of faith in yourself and start believing in yourself. Start understanding that even though you're going to restart 10 times, you're not restarting, you're playing the game with more knowledge, more understanding. It's all peace and love, man. I appreciate you guys. And if you resonated with this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that we can keep on growing as a tribe, man. Love you guys. Let's get it.